Hey guys, it's Winterwolf and welcome back to my channel. Today we are building an English cottage using the new pack that just came out yesterday. I'm super excited. I did decide to follow this reference picture kind of closely, not super closely. The floor plan actually gets swapped a lot, but the reason I did this is because I don't really know the architecture of older English cottages, so I was like, I'm just gonna follow a floor plan because I feel like that's the best way to be the most accurate in building something like this. So I try to follow this floor plan. I liked the fact that they have an optional library section in the attic. So I did put up like a little library seating area in the attic area. This is a two bedroom home I think I made. And it has a library and this beautiful little garden area. And I really liked this picture because it has sort of like this bridge walkway. And on the left side, if you can't tell, it looked kind of like it was supposed to be water. So it's like, okay, cool, walkway under a pond would be really cool. I couldn't mimic that exactly because I was having issues with whether or not to use platforms, and my platforms are being really glitchy, and I kind of needed to use it given the way the stairs are in the build, or in the picture at least. I don't know, I got too attached to the picture and I tried copying it too much, and so in the end I kind of changed things out. I'm not sure this is my favorite build I've ever done, but it is a pretty nice one. I'm just not very good at making cottages like this. I don't really like cottages like this, so making them is not super easy for me, but I think it turned out all right. I just don't like the bulbousness of the roofing, I guess is what I would say. I don't like the bulbousness of the roofing, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so let's talk about some new things. One, the new pack came out, and two, I'm doing facecam today for this build. I will not be doing facecam super often, but because this was built on stream, I had facecam on because I was doing like a first impressions video, and if you're gonna do like a first impressions video, you should probably show your face so they can actually see what your impression is, if that makes any sense. So that's why I had facecam on, and so I was recording the video, and now I have the video, and I was like, well, my face is on it, and you guys don't want to watch just a sped up version of me not talking, and my voice wouldn't have matched up, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to refilm a voiceover with facecam, because the other option would have been to do a voiceover and then just put my logo over my webcam, and I thought that would be weird, so I was like, okay, we'll just do this. We'll just do facecam for a YouTube video for this time. But let me know if you guys like facecam, because I can try to put it in a little bit more often. The only thing is I don't like filming with facecam at all, because I feel like I have to sit up straight and like look at the camera and hope that my face looks okay and that I'm making like good facial gestures. I don't know. So I don't really like filming with facecam, but if you guys like it, maybe I'll do it a little bit more often. I don't think it's going to become like a regular thing, but I don't mind doing it every once in a while, or when I feel like it, I guess would be a better phrase, because I also don't have a very nice background right now. So I don't know what you guys will actually be able to see once I crop this and put it into the video, but if you guys can see a weird punching dummy type thing, that is Bob, and he is a punching dummy, and I use him for boxing. So ignore him if you can see him, and if you can also see some weird blanket over my couch, that is because today is laundry day and I'm doing laundry. So that is that. If you can see that, just ignore it. I promise you I'll have a better background at some point. The thing is that, like, I don't think I've mentioned this on my channel before, but I just got a desktop that I've definitely mentioned. But I got a desktop and I need a nice desk for it, but I have a like office study area, but I already have a desk in there, and my desktop does not fit on that because it's a very old desk, and it's framed, so my computer monitors don't actually fit in the desk. So I was like, okay, I need to do something else. So for now I have my streaming space and all my YouTube editing space down here, which used to be more of like an activity room for me. It has like my gym stuff, obviously, because Bob Bob is on that direction. And I think I should probably move my music stuff down here too, because my office, like study space, is very small. But I have my electric piano and my guitars and my violin all in there. So I really think I need to move them down here because they kind of just like crunched in a corner. So I was going to make this into my activity space, but now I'm like, maybe I should make this my streaming space because I like this room better. There's better light in it. There's hardwood floors. My study has carpet, and I hate carpet, which is why you probably almost never see me use carpet in any of my builds ever, because I don't like carpet. I feel like I've said that a billion times, both in real life and in The Sims. They're just bad. I don't like carpet at all. So I like this room better, but at the same time, my office has all of my really geeky Pokemon statues and weird little video game things, and I have this nice shelves where I could put my LED lights on, and it would look so cool for like a streaming background. So I'm like, I like this room better, feels more open, but that room would look cooler for like filming stuff, you know? So that's my struggle that I'm dealing with right now. And yeah, let me talk about the build for a little bit because I got a little bit distracted. This house, I tried to make super closed off because I felt like older cottages would be super closed off. I tried to do like the skinny hallway thing, but I just didn't like it, so that doesn't happen. This is not a limited pack build by any means because this is just me experimenting with the pack, and limited pack builds are annoying. So I just kind of wanted to put everything in and see how it turned out. Oh my god, my eyeball hurts for some reason. Don't mind me. But yeah, so I was just kind of testing out the new stuff. I absolutely love the flooring that comes in this pack. It's so pretty. I like the chimneys. I like the windows. The doors are beautiful. I like the stairs too. Like, it's nice to have some just simple stairs. We have simple stairs, but I like these ones too. Like, these are a good stair. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if they're any different than the other stairs, but I like them. So, you know, that's cool. And the only thing I think I found kind of odd is that the roof coloring texture is literally the exact same as Island Living's. Like, if you put them next to each other, they're the exact same, except Island Living's like underside of the roof is actually colored. So like, I'm not really sure if I'm missing something or if they just recolored it and create a separate swatch, which is kind of weird. I don't know. I guess it's fine, but it's just kind of weird to me that, I mean, maybe there's only like one type of thatched roof that you can make, so maybe that's the only option they had. I'm not really sure, but if you've noticed that the swatches are the exact same as, not the swatches, but the texture and everything, like it's the same item, it's just recolored for this pack. So I just thought that was kind of interesting to note. Another thing is that it didn't come with that many paintings or landscaping. There's only 3 bushes in the actual landscaping section of this pack. It's shaped like a chicken, I think a rabbit, and a llama are the 3 items, or maybe it's a cow. I don't really remember. But they're like bushes and they're shaped like animals, and I'm not really a big fan of that for a cottage living pack. They do have a lot of landscaping in Debug, however, but that's really annoying because one, I hate Debug, and I'm sure many people who don't like using Debug or don't use cheats have probably never used Debug because it's annoying to go through. It's just messy. There's nothing good about Debug unless you have a mod to clean it. So I'm not really I'm kind of surprised that like why is there no landscaping in the actual landscaping section, because they have the plants and everything. Why not just put it in landscaping? And they're beautiful. I mean, they have some really pretty flowers, some ivy, things that go on the walls. It's just really nice landscaping. And trees, oh my god, the trees are gorgeous, okay? But they're in Debug, and I don't get it. Like, for a cottage living farming expansion pack with this beautiful world, all this lovely landscaping out in the like middle of nowhere type of builds, you'd think that they would have landscaping in the actual landscaping section and not just in Debug. So that's a little bit annoying. That's like the one thing I dislike about this pack. I think that's the thing I dislike most about this pack. I have some hair like flying into my face or something. Sorry. That's what I hate most about this, but I think the pack is really well done. Other than that, in terms of build by, I think it's really well done. I like the wallpaper swatches. I like the patterns and the different colors. I like that they've still gone for the more muted tones and the pastel. That was something we saw in Dream Home Decorator, so I'm glad that they're implementing that again. I was having a little bit of weirdness going on with these chimneys. The shadows like wouldn't go away, so they look black, and like that looks fine in the build, so it didn't bother me that much. But I don't know why they have shadows like that. I don't know if I'm using it wrong. Like, am I placing in the wrong place or something? But the shadows were being really weird with that. I was having a lot of glitches. I'm having a lot of glitches in general. I don't know if it's the pack or the update. I think I'm going to repair my game and see what happens, because some of the pawn spawners are not working for me. And I don't know if it's just me they're not working for, or if it's just like something they need to update the build or the game for, because the alligator and the firefly spawners are not working for me at all. But the fish ones and the duck and the geese one do. So, are they swans? I don't know. But those ones work for me. It's just the alligator, which is arguably the coolest one, does not work for me at all, which is a little bit upsetting, but that's okay. Other than that, what else did I not like about this pack? Let's just get all the dislikes out and then we'll get into all the cool stuff. Oh, and the country kitchen kit versus this pack. Now, you may have seen me talk about this a little bit on Twitter, but the country kitchen kit and this pack have very similar kitchens, and I think that this was probably a mock-up. Like, the kit was a mock-up of something we're planning on doing. Like, I think that maybe we're like thinking between doing like American country and English country, and then decided on English country, and they had this like extra stuff, so they turned it into a kit to sell. But what I really wish is that they had just sold the kit after this pack had come out, because I feel like a lot of people, maybe this is like a bad way to think, but I feel like a lot of people would have bought the kit because we don't have a nice country kitchen in the game yet, or maybe they expected that wasn't going to come out soon, and then right after that they release this pack, which has a beautiful kitchen as well, same color swatches and everything, like it matches perfectly to the country kitchen kit, except it's just a little bit different. The front sides are more English looking and less American looking. So that's like the only thing it's not even this pack that I dislike it, it's just something I dislike that EA did. So I don't know if that's like a thing that you can complain about or should complain about, but that's just like the one thing that annoys me about this. But other than that, this pack is really nice. Okay, they have this picnic basket, which I love, that they've actually given items that have animations and things to do with them. I feel like The Sims needs to do more of that, more items in Build By that are playable. Like, I don't even know, just adding like vanities were really cool, like the ones that you can play with and actually work on, or like your kids can play in the cabinets. Like, these are really cute animations that I think they need to add more of, because it just adds like that little bit of personality to the game that you otherwise lack. So I really wish they had that more often in the game. So I'm glad they added the picnic basket. I really like the new cross stitch thing. It goes really well with the knitting pack. Obviously, I think this pack will do really, really well with nifty knitting, because you can like make llama wool and turn it into sweaters and stuff if you have the nifty knitting pack. In fact, I think maybe there was a glitch or something, because Michael, the creature keeper, has the knitting skill. That was in one of the LPs before the pack had come out, so I don't know if they fixed that or if that was purposeful, but one of them has the knitting skill, and I think that might just be because since he makes clothing, he has to have the knitting skill. So I don't know if that was purposeful or accidental, but that's cool. I also love this grandfather clock. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I love everything. I love the kitchen clutter that came in this pack. We don't have that many like country kitchen clutter. In fact, we don't really have any really good kitchen. Like, we have kitchen clutter, don't get me wrong, but I feel like we still lack a little bit in terms of kitchen clutter. So I'm really glad that this pack came out with some nice stuff for it. And it's just so useful. Like, the items are really pretty. You don't need to be making a cottage to use them by any means. They have more muted swatches that don't have, you know, cherries on them. And they also have more like cute options as well, which is really exciting. Like, this wardrobe I wish was, I wonder, actually, I didn't check. I wonder if this wardrobe functions as both a mirror and as a wardrobe. It would be really cool if it did. I don't know if it does though. I also wish you could maybe like make a vanity out of it, but that might be asking for too much, just a little bit. But yeah, so I like this bed a lot, especially with the thinner like frame of like the metal frame. We don't have a whole lot of stuff like that. A lot of the Sims stuff is usually really, really chunky, so I'm glad to see that they're kind of, I guess, going into more of a CC zone, I think would be the way I'd phrase it, because a lot of CC content is more like they have just everything's just like skinnier, if that makes any sense, like less chunky, which is really useful. Like, everything's just kind of sized down a little bit, which I think The Sims has a tendency to make things too big. Like, the end tables are ginormous. You can't really use them as nightstands because sometimes they're just so much taller than the bed. But CC does a better job of not doing that, which they've seemed to be like slowly fixing. I'm pretty happy about that. Oh wait, this is actually a 3-bedroom house, my bad. So this has the master bedroom, which we're looking at right now, and then in the upstairs we have a children's bedroom, a children's bedroom and a nursery, which I was having so much fun to make. It has like fake stuff in it, a fake like changing table, and it looks really, really cute. I can't wait till you guys see that in a couple minutes. Here I'm using the kitchen kit to kind of exemplify some of the stuff in here. Obviously the kitchen kit works really well with this because it's country. So no surprise there that works out pretty well. I really like that little hen basket that we just saw 2 seconds ago. If I'm looking down here, it's because this is my modder, so I'm looking at the build while I'm building, or while I'm talking to you guys, not while I'm building. And these flowers are just so gorgeous. Like, I'm completely in love with them. Yeah, and then here's our little library section. I debated making a hallway and then you enter into the library, but I figured we could just have it open. I feel like it'd look a little bit too closed off and ruin the whole aspect if I had tried to make some weird hallway from the stairs to the library. I like it better that they just walk straight into it. I did struggle a little bit with picking out bookshelves. I'm surprised this pack didn't come with a bookshelf because I feel like this would have been a nice time to add a bookshelf. Not that it was necessary or anything, but I think it would look nice. And other than that, I think this pack, like the items kind of work flawlessly with a lot of different packs. They work really well with cats and dogs. It works really well with things from Get Together, obviously, because Get Together has the to-door aspect going on. Sorry, I just hit my mic. Not necessarily in like the furniture term, but like in terms of house architecture, the to-door from Get Together is going to work really well with this pack. Cats and dogs definitely does. In gameplay, not so much because they didn't really cross anything over from cats and dogs, but like how cool would it have been to like have to call a vet to your farm or have to take your animals to the vet every once in a while? It would have been really cool if they had some sort of function where a vet had to come to your farm to check out your animals or something. Or like, I don't know, just something like that. Or maybe they need to get so many medications done, or I don't know, maybe there's like a health inspection. Like something like that would have been cool, like some sort of crossover with cats and dogs. But unfortunately, they did not do that. I don't really know why. Maybe it would have been too complicated. I'm not sure. Or maybe they just didn't. I highly doubt that they didn't think of it, actually. I feel like with so many programmers, something about cats and dogs must have come up and they must have been like, no, it's not going to work out. Also, this rug is really gorgeous. I just want to mention that. The only thing I think I dislike about this pack, well, I've mentioned a lot of dislikes, but one thing I actually objectively dislike about the build buy in this pack is that the windows are only small wall height. I know that cottages would tend to have small wall height. Like, I don't think having huge like walls would be a thing in older cottages, but they give you medium wall height and tall wall height lights. And for cottages, sometimes it's easier to use medium wall height if you're gonna like try to hide. I don't know, I just find like it's easier because then it kind of balances out with the chunkiness of a roof when you have to hide a second floor under it. So I kind of wish that the windows would have come across as more than just small wall height. That being said, that's an issue in all of the Sims. I kind of just wish every single window was like made to fit all different type of wall heights or something. Or if they could do something modular with, I don't know. Just, I wish that was a little bit better, but unfortunately it is not. But yeah, I also love the counter spaces in this. They're really nice. I like the detailing. They're doing a lot more detailed stuff, which I'm just absolutely obsessed with. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen like quality work from the Sims team, and this Dream Home Decorator, at least in terms of build buy, had really nice items. In terms of gameplay, not so much. But in terms of this, we've got the gameplay and beautiful build buy, and we have nice casts, which I will get into in an overview at some point. I think I'll probably do an overview by the end of next week because I was going to be posting videos every single day, but I have been so tired lately, and I tried streaming. I've decided that streaming during the day, just so that you guys can see the cottage living pack, is a bad idea. Originally I was gonna like stream because if you guys don't know, I'm gonna be building throughout the day for the next few days to get videos up every single day. So I was like, if I'm gonna be building, I might as well stream. Wrong. Streaming makes you go so much slower in building. Yesterday I was like, okay, I'll get these 3 builds done, it'll be great. I only got this 1 build done, and I didn't do any pictures, so now I'm doing it the day after, which is tomorrow, which is today. Doing the voiceover, gonna take all the pictures, have to put in this video, edit it, add music, all that kind of stuff. So deciding that I'm not going to stream during the day Sims unless I need to, because it takes too long. I'm not gonna be able to get content every day if I do that. And two, I think if I stream during the day, I should maybe try streaming on YouTube, because I think I have a better chance of getting more viewers on YouTube if I stream during the day. And two, it doesn't really hurt my Twitch analytics if I don't stream during the day, because during the day, right, on Twitch, there's multiple big streamers that play The Sims. So if someone clicks on the Sims category and it's like, what streamer should I watch? I'm going to be at the very bottom. How many people are actually going to scroll to the very bottom to check out my channel? Slim to none, right? But if I play on YouTube, there's not really any Sims streamers on YouTube. So it might be a good idea for me to try out that. I think it'll be good because it won't hurt my Twitch analytics. If you stream on Twitch and you like stream the other day, you don't get that many viewers, your average viewer count goes down. You might get lucky, get one viewer that really likes you and then they follow you, which is always worth it. Like I would, stream 8 hours if it meant I got one follow. But I just think it might be better for me to switch to YouTube for streaming during the day, and then I'll stream at Twitch during the nighttime. So all of my extra streams are going to be on YouTube from now on, as soon as I download OBS. Right now I'm using Twitch Studio because it's super user-friendly and like easy to use. Doesn't require that much like, what's the phrase? Doesn't require that much planning or organization. Like I wouldn't have had to make my own overlays and all that kind of stuff. I don't even know if you need to do that for OBS, but Twitch Studio was just so easy to use, and you just download it straight from Twitch, and I was like, okay, fine, we'll do Twitch Studio for now, and then I'll switch to OBS later. I do need to switch to OBS because Twitch Studio is very limited in what it can do, but that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, I need to switch over to OBS. I don't know if there's a difference between just like OBS and Streamlabs OBS, or like which one's better or worse. I have no idea. So that's going to be an interesting learning experience for me. And it's going to be very exhausting. But yeah. Now we're going to get, I think, into the landscaping. The landscaping was super difficult for this build. Also, I apologize if the video is like super sped up to you guys, but for some reason, okay, this is sped up 800%, and it's still 30 minutes, which I find bizarre because I didn't think I took that long on this build to require it to be 30 minutes long. Sorry for that. That was my stream overlay that I apparently forgot to cut out of the footage, but I'm not going to do it because then I would have to adjust the voiceover, and I'm just too lazy for that kind of stuff. So now we're working with the pawn tool. I can I find it interesting that they've done it this way. Usually when you do like the pool, for example, it's, you build a box, but this is actually playing with the terrain stuff and you make a pond from that. Now, there are a couple of things I'm a little bit confused about because mine is really jaggedy. It wasn't that circular at first, so I wasn't sure if that was a glitch or if I raised the water too much or what was causing that, but it still is a little bit jaggedy. You can see on the corners over there, kind of looks like it follows the square shape of the grid. So I don't know if that's just the way the pond tool is or if maybe I wasn't using it very well. I don't know. But yeah, so here's our little bridge area, which I'm super excited about. I think it just looks so, so good. And I believe I add 2 chicken coops, and a little gardening nook. And I think that's it. Because I wanted to put like the bigger barn where you can have the llama or the cow, but it looked very chonky next side this very small house. So I was like, never mind, we're not going to do that. It wouldn't fit very well, so I was like, cutting it off. I did try. Like, I was like, okay, what if we put it here? But then I was like, it requires so much space. One, I wasn't sure if it would function from here because I haven't tried, like, playing around the functioning of this yet. But two, I just think that the animals probably would have tried walking into the pond because of how little space there was from the actual barn to the pond. So I was like, never mind. We will just use these little chicken coops. I think they should be functional. They're kind of squished together. I do block the walkway a little bit. So if you play this build, which will be downloadable on the gallery at 3111231, if you do decide to download this build and try playing with it, I highly suggest that if your chickens are not going into their coop, you may want to move them because the walkway into the coop might be blocked. But yeah, so then here's the little gardening area on this side. I just feel like this lot was kind of small. Maybe that's just because I made the build so big, but I just felt like the lot was kind of small. I don't know why. It is a 30 by 20, I think. It's either a 30 by 20 or a 30 by 30, but either way, like, it's not that, big, but it's not, super small either. It's not like a 20 by 15 or anything, but I don't know, it just seemed kind of small for this. It was placed on Nettle Lane, I think, and Nettle Lane originally has a rental lot on it, so that's the lot. If you're looking for which one this was put on, you can put this down as a rental, but I think renting it would be like 800 simoleons a day, which might be a little bit costly for your Sims. So you can do it as either a residential home. I think residential is about 90k simoleons. I'm not exact on that, but I feel like that's accurate. Also, I love these little fabric cloth things. I don't know what they're called, like the official definition, but I absolutely love them. I love the fact that they have little animals walking on them. They're super cute. You do have to overlap them a little bit at times, but that's not that bad. Also, that thing I just put down, that wheel, it actually moves. There's a whole animation and everything. It's from Debug, and it moves in CAS. Okay, I'm going to show it to you guys. I'll put a video of it at the end, along with all the screenshots and stuff. It is so cool. Okay, like, I'm not even making it up. It looks so cool. I didn't even know we had... I think we have something like that in the base game. I saw Sunny Simi? I think that's the right user. She had done something with this as well, and it's from base game. So apparently we have something like that in the base game Debug that I've just never seen before. That being said, like I said, Debug is annoying, and I don't go looking through it very often because your girl is lazy and often will scroll past the same thing 60 times until she realizes that she scrolled past it and finally finds it. So I don't like Debug, and that's why I never use it. I did have a hard time with the terrain paint in this build because I don't really like the color of this grass. I don't know. It just looks kind of ashy to me. Not a big fan of it, but I did not change it. Originally, I saw this green grass and I was like, oh, that looks so bright and pretty. So I was going to put that in the rest of the house, or rest of the build. But then I was like, okay, then it doesn't match the, surrounding area. And I was like, that would be really weird if just all of a sudden in your place there's like different colored grass. So I was like, never mind. I kind of do it, but I make it transparent-ish. So it's more like a tint, and you can still see the texture of the grass under it. So it doesn't look as out of place. And I use this cute little flower stone path thing. It only comes in this color if you're using the terrain paint version, but there is also a version in the actual flooring section of the game, and that one has different color swatches. I kind of wish that the terrain paint would also have different color swatches and not just be this pink one, because I really like the one with the white flowers in it, but it doesn't have a terrain paint option, and I couldn't use that tile option in this build. Like, it wouldn't have looked good. So I really wish they would have had this option in a different color. This is the grass color I was talking about that I really liked, but it just doesn't match as well with the surrounding area, so I kind of erase it a little bit on the inside, so that way you still see the color of it, but you still see the texture of the surrounding grass in it as well. And then, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the build. We're going to get into screenshots here in a second, so I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know if you guys like the face cam. What do you guys think about the new pack? Like it, not like it? I'm going to get into gameplay probably in the next couple of days, so we'll start an LP for that. But yeah, as always, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like me, hit the subscribe button. And if you really like me, be notified every single time I post a video, go ahead and hit that bell button. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you next time.